What's going on YouTube? Jim with Omaha Air. Magpul. I don't know if it's a name or what, but we love Magpul. Their products, whether it be Magpul made in the USA there in Colorado, or it be Magpul professional training systems products, we have them all. We love them. We'll show you some of their products. Got a couple of rifles down here. I'll show you some of the things that you can do with them. I want to start today with the magazines. The magazines that they have for Airsoft mimic the real life ones as far as look, feel, polymer, function, very, very well. This is the Magpul P-Mag. This one here has actual rounds in it that looks very realistic. A couple of safety issues here. If you put this mag in your rifle and they do not know, or you do not advertise that it's an airsoft rifle and it's basically non-lethal, this can be a very dangerous thing. Great for gameplay, great for realism. I use them, but I'm also very safe with them. Just want to add that side note in there that we, above everything else, we believe in safety. Number two, their forward grips. We have 2 or 3 different styles here. We have the AFG, which is going to be the angled foregrip, which sets your hand at a more natural angle than grabbing, and I'll show you here quick. Grabbing, let's just say we're going to grab this, and we're going to try and flatten our hand out. That's a very unnatural position. What Magpul did was they angled it down slightly, which feels more natural. The progression from the foregrip to the magwell adapter is pretty close. A lot of guys like to grab here. Since I started using the AFG, I like to grab the foregrip. And what that looks like on a rifle is we'll take this SIG 552, the commando version, and this is kind of what you end up with. Instead of grabbing the magwell, you can simply come forward, and this can be slid forward and backward, however it feels more natural to you. If you get out a little further on a rifle, this feels, it's amazing. This is one of the products we really wanted to showcase because it's a great product. It's a very comfortable, ergonomic product. It's out of the way, and that's it on that guy. Next up on the list is going to be the RVG. This is a forward grip. It's a standard, shorter forward grip. They call this the rail vertical grip. Very standard in the marketplace. It has a, you want to toss me one of those in there in the box? What we've got here is a short version. The reason that they go shorter with these, I think it's more ergonomical. You can get into some of the really, really long ones, and it actually extends way below your natural hand grip. They try to keep this out of the way, and we'll show you that here in a second. If I can get you to toss me that. The main differences. This grip here, this one feels very, very natural. Has a good contour to it. This here is a standard foregrip. It's been used for years on rifles. Very large, very aggressive. If you have a very heavy weapon, this is what I would recommend. If you have a standard weapon, we're going to feature right here the new APS UAR. This is a great rifle, and the difference on this is we want to keep everything kind of at the same level, so that when you grab, it's just a more ergonomic feel. A lot of guys will just grab with their second finger up top and extend their your index finger out past to hold the gun. Some guys like that aggressiveness, and you have it here as well. And it keeps the rifle smaller and compact, especially on something like this. It's usually drawn from the hip quickly. So that explains that, and that's the RVG. Great product. Moving on from there, the MOE line. Mo has become really, really popular. They offer, in their name, this is a factory type stock. This is an LE type stock, very lightweight. The action on them is really good. To remove and to put on, most of the Magpul products come with the little rail hook that you'll pull, and you can get this on very easily. These are great products. They make a gun look, for lack of better terms, a little bit sexier. Like on the rear of this gun, the standard LE style stock is really, really small, and we have an example of that if Justin will grab that off the wall there. Spider will help me out. This just adds a little bit more versatility to the gun. You have sling mounts that you can use on the left or right, up or down. The weight savings is huge on these guys. They stay out of the way of slings, and that's one of the big bonus features of that guy. Standard LE stock, pretty plain, pretty boring. You have a wraparound type, which doesn't typically work well because you're wrapped around this way and you're pulling the sling up to actually hold the rifle. Also has one here. This is typically used for 2 or 3 point applications. You'll see what Magpul did by offering so many different mounting points to that. But that's the PTS. This is actually a CTR stock, and then I'll show you the standard MOE. Very similar, very similar. A little lighter weight. It doesn't have the knob on the front to get to this pin a little easier. Just a simpler. This is the PTS model. Great product. Same look, same features. The carbine hand guards. We'll get into that. A lot of guys like wrist systems, but they want to keep their carbine tight front rail. What they've done is they've designed a product that goes together well, not only saves weight, but also adds all of these slotted rails to put the Ergo products on. The Ergo is an addable rail. Magpul also makes a rail adapter for this that you can basically turn this into a full wrist system while saving weight. Product goes together easily, goes right into the D-ring, and then the barrel sticks out. You can use it with a standard triangle front sight, and this is kind of what you end up with when you're done. So basically you have a standard carbine model that you've dressed up a little bit with the MOE rear stock, the carbine front stock. The handguard is great. You can add all of your Ergo types all the way around here. You can have flashlights, foregrips, whatever you want to mount without having to change the D-ring, the buffer tube, anything. Just bolt-on furniture. Also from Magpul, there are some large rifle stocks that we have begun to carry. These are actual Magpul. We carry both Magpul and Magpul PTS. This is the new rifle stock, and this is basically a standard rifle stock. You'll remember the A1 or A2 style stocks that are big and bulky, rather large. What they've done is they've added a little bit to this. They have a QD mount in the rear, which is really nice, very functional. And they also have a compartment in here. This can be used for just about anything that you have. We've tried to fit standard, really low clip or low count magazines in there, and it hasn't worked yet, but we'll get to that point. Here's a standard buttstock. This is Magpul's edition. This saves a considerable amount of weight. It's a very durable product, and it comes with 2 different options to mount a sling to. You have the lower, which you can mount a 2-point or 3-point, and then you have the QD, which you can mount any type of single, 2, 3-point slings that are available. Another great product from Magpul. This is a high cap version of the PMag. You'll see that they're very similar. This carries 300 rounds. This carries 120. So you have options there. We can pretty much outfit any gun with any look that you have. A lot of guys like to bring their airsoft guns in and they want it to look exactly like the real steel gun, which we can do, no problem. These parts interchange well. One thing we don't recommend is that you use airsoft parts on real rifles, although they may fit. The buttstocks you're okay with. We always promote USA made, used in the USA. So support Magpul PTS, and make your rifle just as cool as it can be. That's it. I'm Jim with Omaha Air Tactical. Thanks, guys.